Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, teacher.
Good morning. How are you?
Awesome.
How was your weekend?
Mm, Very rainy.
Oh, that's good. It was very fresh.
Yes.
Nice. Very good. And you guys, I can see Jocelyn. How are you, Jocelyn?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine.
How was
Nervous as well.
your don't be, don't be. How was your weekend?
Was great.
Good. And who else? Wendy. Hello, Wendy.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm Frey. And you?
I'm great too. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the class. So
Thanks.
everybody, welcome, welcome. Today is a very special day, right? So today we are going to know a lot about a lot of cities. Your classmates are going to talk about a lot of cities. So listen, the ones that cannot pass today are going to pass tomorrow because, I mean, we only have 90 minutes, okay? So I think that the time won't be enough. Just in case that the time is not enough, the rest of you are going to pass tomorrow. So we can do two things. We have two options. The first option is that you decide to be volunteer, like teacher, I want to pass, teacher, I want to be the next one, and so on and so on. Or it can be randomly, okay? I can pick names randomly and that person is going to pass, okay? So this is up to you, you decide. Now, what I need, guys, is that you have to be ready, okay? If you are going to present a PowerPoint or pictures, let's keep the pictures ready. I don't want you to say, teacher, let me find out the presentation. I don't know where the presentation is. No, let's be ready, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you the rubric that I'm going to use to evaluate you. Just remember, everybody, that, sorry. Okay, remember all the aspects that I'm going to evaluate, okay? You have to talk about one city. You have to talk for how many minutes?
5.
5 minutes.
5.
Okay. So if you already talked for 5 minutes, I'm going to let you know, okay, time's up, no more time, okay? And, or I can tell you like 4 minutes, so you know that you only have 1 more minute and you have to finish. Remember all the aspects that you have to include. Describe the place using positive and negative aspects. Please don't forget to use intensifiers. And the idea to use intensifiers is to use different, not only very, okay? Tell me the activities that you can and can't do, recommendations using should and shouldn't. Remember to mention the common illness or the common health problems presented in those cities. And imagine that you get sick when you are in that city. Tell me what suggestions, or tell me suggestions about it. But in this case, the suggestions is with imperatives. All of these aspects are the ones that I'm going to evaluate. Now, let me share with you the rubric. Can you see the rubric, everybody? Or just the present? No, yeah, I think that you can see only the presentation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, only.
Okay, there we are. Okay, this is the rubric. Look at this one. So the first thing that I'm going to see is the vocabulary. That is the first aspect that I'm going to evaluate. In the vocabulary, I'm going to evaluate the use of the negative and positive adjectives. So I expect that you use the adjectives that we studied in the class, okay? Also, in the vocabulary, I'm going to evaluate the use of the intensifiers. So imagine that you describe the place in a very beautiful way. You use positive and negative adjectives, but you never include intensifier. That is going to affect, okay? And then I'm going to evaluate the use of can and can't, and should and shouldn't. Imagine that you present very beautiful all your presentation, but you didn't use should and shouldn't. That is going to affect, okay? I'm going to evaluate the aspect that is common illnesses or health problems. If you don't mention this point, if you never talked about the common illnesses, okay, you are not going to get points for it. Then remember that at the end, you had to provide suggestions using imperatives if you get sick. So if you provide, imagine that you are talking and say, okay, if you get sick, if you have a headache when you are traveling, you should, and you never use imperative. I mean, the suggestions are pretty good, but you didn't use imperative. I'm not going to give you the point, okay? And at the end, of course, I'm going to evaluate the pronunciation and the fluency. Remember, everybody, I don't want you to read. So the camera has to be on, okay? And don't read. Sometimes, I mean, I can identify, guys, when you are reading. In the previous levels that I've taught, I wrote the comment, like, don't read, okay? If you see this comment in your feedback, it's because I listened and I consider that you were reading, okay? So please don't read. Remember, guys, that you had to present pictures about the city that you are going to be talking about. It is optional. You can share only one picture, or you can share different pictures or a PowerPoint presentation. That is up to you. It's totally optional. It's your creativity, okay? So, is it clear the way that I'm going to evaluate you, everybody? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, do you have any questions before starting?
Yes, yes, teacher, I have a question.
Go ahead.
For example, is a city no country?
It's optional. I mean, if you decide to talk about a country, you can do it. If it is a city, I mean, it's the same. It doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I mentioned a city because it is smaller, it is easier. But if you are going to talk about the country in general, I mean, it's fine. No problem at all. Okay? So if you are going to talk about a city or a country, it doesn't matter. No worries. Any other question that you may have? So are you ready, everybody? Okay. Remember, when your classmate is presenting, nobody can talk. No one, okay? If you have questions, if you want to say something, you have to wait until your classmate finished. So during the presentation, be sure that your microphone is off, okay? Because if you are presenting, you wouldn't like that your classmate interrupts you, right? So please don't interrupt your classmate. Okay, well, let's start with the last speaking evaluation. And I have a question. Who wants to be the first one? Do I have volunteers? I mean, no se peleen por hacerlo, right? Anyone? If I don't have volunteer, I have my secret tool. Don't worry. I'm going to pick randomly in that case. Remember, guys, the fastest you passed, the fastest that this evaluation ends for you. Now look at this one. Let me share the screen. This one. Okay, can you see the screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I have here the names. I'm going to pick randomly who's going to be the first one. And remember that I'm going to have a timer. Okay, so I'm going to take that you have to talk for 5 minutes exactly. All right, ta-da-da-da. Let's see who's the first one. Carla Tatiana. She's not here, right? Okay. Reina Abigail Monge, congratulations.
Good morning, teacher.
Are you ready?
Yes, just
Ex-
let me pick
do
station.
do you have the pictures?
Yes.
Perfect, you can share it. No worries. Give me a moment and I'm going to write your name.
Okay.
If you want to be next one after Abigail, you can lift your hand, right? Or if I don't have volunteers, no worry. I will continue picking randomly. Okay, Reina, let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, your 5 minutes starts now. Go.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about Florence. Florence is an Italian city. It's very touristy. Okay, the city of Florence is a very traditional city. The architecture of the city, it has this Renaissance style, so that makes the city a very traditional city. As you can see in the pictures, the city is very crowded most of the time in summer because the city is very visited by tourists. So, but it's a pretty clean city, if you can see in the pictures. The most of the street are nearly narrow, but pretty beautiful for a walk. And the night is fairly bright, and the city is pretty safe. It's a pretty safe place, actually. The activities that you can do in the city, well, are a lot of activities that you can do in this place, and a lot of places to visit. But I'm just going to tell you the most famous things that the people do and my favorite ones. You can walk around the city because it's a small city. So you can go from one place to another walking and enjoy the city. You can also visit the city museums, include the Medici Palace and what is the name? The Academy Gallery. This is one of the most favorite museums in Italy and is one of my favorites. You can also visit the cathedral. The name of the cathedral is Santa Maria di Fiore. Or you can go to the Baptistery of San Juan, the Gate of the Paradise, and the Giotto's Bell Tower. You can enjoy traditional food in restaurants like pasta, pizza, etc. You can see the city and the old bridge, and you can travel in a boat across the Arno River. The activities that you can do is you can drive in the city because it's a small city and as I say, the streets are not very wide. so you won't find a lot of parking for your car. And you can go to the most tourist places without a guide and without tickets. You need to buy the tickets. And you can swim in the Arno River. My recommendation is that you should see The State of David by Michelangelo in the Academic Gallery because it's one of the most popular and famous work of art. And you should see the city from the Barbanis Garden because it's pretty. You should wear comfortable shoes because you will walk a lot. So you shouldn't wear heels or sandals. And you shouldn't buy food in the streets or at the street towns because it's expensive and it's not really safe. It's not really too safe. If you go to climb the bell tower, you should bring with you a lot of water because there's a lot of steps. It's a long stair. So if you have breathing problems and you get tired easily, you shouldn't go to these places like the Dome of the Cathedral or the Yoros Bell Tower. The common illnesses that you can get in this place, for example, you can have sunburns for the sun, so you should wear sunscreen. If you could get a headache, then you should bring some pills with you. And let me see what else. You can have a stomachache infection if you eat food in the street food, so you will have a stomachache. Don't try to avoid it in the street. And if you get sick in Florence, go to the pharmacy. Don't go to the private clinic because it's expensive for the tourists. So it's better go to the pharmacy. Another illness as well. The people who has respiration problems and like asthma shouldn't claim the tourist places as the cathedral, as the top of the cathedral because they can have respiratory problems.
And time's up.
Okay.
5 minutes
you.
are really fast. Okay, thank you, Reina. Okay, guys, would you like to go to Florence, Italy? Do you have questions for your classmates? You can ask questions. No questions? Okay, thank you, Reina. Very nice presentation. Who's next? Do I have a volunteer? Or let's continue randomly. You like adrenaline, right? Okay, let's pick randomly. Don't worry about it. Okay, look at this one. Oh, by the way, Reina spoke 5 minutes exactly. So nice job. Okay, let's see who's next. Da, 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 da. The next person is well, he's not here anymore. Odilia Diaz, very good. Odilia, are you ready?
Yes, teacher. Okay.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I'm going to write your name.
Mm.
All right. I can see the presentation. Very good. So, Odilia, whenever you're ready. You ready? Yes?
Okay. I talk about Spain. Okay, in Spain, is in my opinion, is the most beautiful country because in that country a lot of places are very clean. Spain is extremely big, but the weather in summer in that country is a really bit hot. And for example, you can go to in that city, you can walk at night because it's very beautiful and it's not dangerous. And later, you can visit a lot of places in that country. For example, parks. If you go to the park, I recommend you should have a picnic day because it's very beautiful. That the park are very beautiful, and you can go to the Sierra Nevada because it's very beautiful, and you should ski, and you should drink coffee because it's very delicious. And later you can go to the beach because in summer because the beaches are very beautiful in that country, and it's a little bit hot than another countries. And you can, in my opinion, you can't drive in that city because the traffic is the traffic is in that country is a lot of bad traffic, and you can't I recommend you can't go to the hotel because it's a little bit expensive. And later the most for example, the places are you visiting if this the Road Park, and Toledo because it's very beautiful, and Gran Via. Okay, the most common illnesses in that country is pulmonary because a lot of people in that country is smoke, and it's very dangerous because a lot of people smoke. And later, if you travel to Spain, I recommend you, if you sick, I recommend you go to the pharmacy because if you go to the clinical, it's a little bit expensive in that country. And in my opinion, this country is very beautiful, but is a little bit big, and you can travel to another country, for example, Barcelona or Toledo or Barbojas, and you can't go to a lot of places in that country. Later, I recommend you should visit a lot of places in the country. For example, the Bernabeu Stadium because it's very beautiful, and I recommend you go to the Europa Park because in that place have a lot of statues. For example, the statue of Paris and the statue of Germany or another places, and it's a little bit in that country is not dangerous because you can go to the walk in the street and it's a little bit beautiful at night because probably the restaurants are open and it's very beautiful.
Time's up. Okay, thank you. Very good job. Would you like to go to Spain, everybody? It's a nice country. Very good. Thank you, Adelia. Do you have a question for Adelia? No questions? All right. Thank you, Adelia. Very good job. Okay, nice presentation. Let's continue. Who wants to be the next one? Do I have a volunteer? Okay, now I have a volunteer. Very good. Okay, I have Wilbur and then I have Wendy. Very good. Excellent. Let me write your name. Give me a second. Okay, Wilbur, do you have a presentation? You can share it right now.
Just pictures.
I'm sorry?
Just pictures.
Okay, you can share the pictures, no problem.
Okay. You can see it?
Yes, I can
The
see
picture?
it. Yes, you can
Okay.
start.
The place that I want to talk about is Peking. It's in the root of peace from our country. It's a little country which is next to Honduras. And well, the best time to go there is by the time of the Winter Festival, the first week of August. That by that time the town gets a little bit crowded because of the tourists. You can go there and can rent a cabin, or you can take a tent and camp around the park. There are many tourist centers there, and you can find the Museum of the Revolution, which has a lot of story things about the Civil War of our country. And you can go to the waterfalls also, to the river, and you don't have to worry about thief because there are no many criminal or dangerous activities around there. Also, the police station is like a block away from the park where the celebrations take place. And the best night to go there is the last day, the Trova night. You can see many people playing songs with guitars or rock bands, any kind of artistic activity. It's a very nice place. I used to go there with my friends to the Winter Festival. We take with us a camp and camp around the park. It's in case you get sick, you're gonna be in problems because there is no hospital over there, or I haven't seen it. You should take a coat also because it's a little bit cold. And I don't know what else to say. It's a nice place. I recommend you to go to the Winter Festival and go to the museum. It's or to the Llano del Muerto is a very touristic place. You can go there with your friends or family. You should try the food. The pupusas and the coffee are really delicious there. And it's very very pretty. You should go there with your friends or family.
Only that?
Only that.
All right. Okay. You talked for 4 minutes. You still have 1 more minute. If you want, you can continue talking or you can leave it as it is.
I will leave it as it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Wilbur Perkin. That's a national city. Nice. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Wendy wants to be the next one. Nice. I have volunteers now. I like it. Okay, Wendy, give me a moment. Let me write your name. All right. Wendy, you can share pictures or the presentation if you have.
Okay. This is my presentation.
Okay, I can see it. Very good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about my favorite city. In this case, is Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton is England's city, and in my opinion, it's the most beautiful for me, and it has a big meaning for me. This city has a positive and negative aspect, but one of the positive aspects in this case is the public transportation because it's one of the most orderly in the country because all the buses station has a schedule. So if you want to visit places and you already have a to-do list, you can know about the schedule of the old buses. But one of the other positive aspect is the country is rather clean. But for me, one of the negative aspect is the people can smoke wherever. So could be a little bit uncomfortable for someone. Okay. Other aspect is a positive aspect in this case. The food, the clothes, and the other things are very, very cheaper. So if you want to buy something, you can. The negative aspect in this case is the hotel. The hotels are a little bit expensive in this city, but the experience is the best. So I recommend you. The activities that you can enjoy in this country, for example, you can go to the stadium because the football is one of the most famous sport in this city. So you can enjoy a lot this sport. But you can go to the malls and you can buy a lot of things. And other things is you can walk around the parks or you can visit the waterway, but please don't try to swim in the waterway. Other activities that I mentioned before is you can play soccer and Also, you can camp because the people really like to camp in this city. So you can visit a lot of places and you can camp this. The most famous sport in this case is you can play a cricket, and it's so interesting sport. My recommendation for you, it's all the parks, beach that you can visit in this country. Always could be see these warners, so you shouldn't feed the animals, and you shouldn't, for example, throw up the trash in the sand or the streets, because um, this city is very, very clean. The more common illnesses are three common illnesses in this city. For example, the first is the flu or the cold in this case, because and the cough, because the weather is always changed, so the people always feel sick for this reason. But there is the allergy for the pollen of the flowers, so the people, it's very common that feel very bad for the flowers. My suggestion for you for the illnesses in this case, Wolverhampton has NHS, it's the national hospital in this city. And for tourists, you have a discount in this hospital, so it's a good aspect too. Or you can go to the pharmacy if you feel sick. You should go to the Boots pharmacy, and you search a lot of medicine in this. Oh, fine. And the third is you always in the pharmacy has a doctor or nurse if you had a chronic illness, and it's a good aspect too. So you can go to these three options, but this pharmacy has other articles for you if you want to need a diaper or food too. This pharmacy or store too has these articles for you. The hospital, it's cheaper if you feel sick. That I mentioned before, the tourist has a discount in this hospital, so you can go if you feel very, very bad. But please don't ignore the medical instruction because it's necessary for you health. And the doctors and nurse always be there in the pharmacy and the hospitals. And also the hospitals has for around, if I'm not wrong, 20 cabins in the whole city, so you can enjoy your visit a lot. And that's all.
And time's up. Very good job. Actually, you talked for 5 minutes exactly. All right. Thank you, Wendy. Very good. Interesting place. Wolverhampton. In which country is it the city again? I'm sorry.
England.
England. Okay, nice. Thank you, Wendy. Very good job. Interesting, guys. I like the presentations. So, who's next? Do I have another volunteer? Okay, let's do it randomly. Let's see. I think that you prefer randomly. Okay, here we go. The next person will be Victor. Congratulations, Victor. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher. I will share my screen.
Yes, go ahead, and I'm going to write your name. Remember, everyone, if you want to be a volunteer, if you want to be next one, do it. No problem.
Can you see my screen right now?
Give me a second. Give me a second. Yes, I can see it. So if you are ready, you can start.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Good morning, teacher and classmates. Today I want to take you on a journey to the breathtaking country of Canada. Canada has fairly beautiful nature, but like any place, it has its positive and negative aspects. So in this presentation, we will explore the incredible natural landscapes of Canada, the activities you can enjoy, and some precautions you should take. Let's get started. Canada is truly a land of mesmerizing beauty. The landscapes here are absolutely very beautiful. So, in one of the most remarkable aspects is its vast wilderness, which is unbelievable. The country is home to majestic mountains, incredible clean lakes, and very big forests. Well, however, it's important to note that Canada's weather can be quite harsh, especially in winter months. The winters here are extremely cold and snowfall can be too heavy. This can make travel and outdoors activities challenging for those not accustomed to such conditions. In Canada, there are a variety of activities you can enjoy year-round. You definitely should try hiking in the Rockies, explore the absolutely stunning Staff National Park, and taking a wildlife tour to witness the diverse wildlife, including bears and wolves. However, you cannot underestimate the dangers of the wilderness. Don't go off the beaten path without proper guidance. Well, while visiting Canada, you should try the local food like pontis and butter tarts. You shouldn't forget takeout travel insurance, especially if you plan to engage in adventure activities. It's an absolute necessity to ensure your safety. Well, let's talk about some common health problems you might face. It's not uncommon to experience colds and flu during the winter months. Additionally, if you are hiking in the wilderness, be aware of the risk of insects bites. Yes, and uh, which can lead to infections. But in case you do fall ill, don't hesitate to visit a local clinic or a hospital if needed. Carry the essentials medications like painkillers, like allergic syrup, and antibiotics. Those are enough and good. In conclusions, Canada is a land of amazing beauty. but it's necessary to be prepared and take precautions. Enjoy the activities, enjoy the food and the local food, and stay safe. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Canada, would you like to go to Canada, everybody?
Yes.
Nice, it
Yeah.
looks very good. Do you have questions for your classmates about Canada? Okay, I know you don't want to ask questions because later you don't want nobody ask questions to you, right? Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, Victor. Very good.
Teacher,
Yes.
sorry, my partner told me that I didn't have the camera on,
Oh,
but
you had. What happens, guys, is if you are from the cell phone, because I think, Wendy, you shared the presentation with your cell phone, right?
yes.
So if you're from your cell phone, when you are sharing, the camera is like, we cannot see your camera because you are sharing the presentation, okay? But of course, if it is that, I'm not going to lower your score as soon as you keep the camera on during the full class. So in this case, Wendy, I know that you, in every single class, you always keep the camera on. So no worries. I'm not going to lower your score.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, but that is not an
Sure.
excuse. If you are from the computer, so that is not an excuse, okay? Yes, Victor?
And what was my time?
Let me show you. In this case, it was missing like this. You just needed to talk for 15 more
Oh,
seconds, but come on, that is enough, no worries.
okay.
So, do I have a volunteer? Who's next? Okay, random names again. Okay, let's do it. The next person will be... Oh, Reina already passed. I'm sorry. Liz, Lizabeth, are you there? Yes? Oh, yeah, there you
Yes.
are. Okay, Liz, are you ready?
Okay. I suppose to.
You can do it, don't worry.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm going to write your name. If you have a presentation, you can start.
It's only picture.
Okay, it's okay, no problem.
Okay. You watch the picture?
Give me a moment. Yes, I can see the
Okay.
picture.
Okay.
Okay, if you're ready, you can start.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I will talk about the country I would like to visit. It is Argentina. Argentina is a multifaceted country with the most varied and incredible landscape and destination with very extensive travel and tourist proposal and different cultures, climate and landscape, food, and more. The breadth of the territory and geographic levels means that Argentina has beaches, rivers, mountains, deserts, fields, towns, cities, landscape. This country can offer anything a tourist is looking for or wants. One of the cities most visited by tourists is Buenos Aires, is the capital. In this city, the very hot months are December, January, and February. And the months of June and July are very cold. The food is too expensive in the city for the people who live there. but for the tourists, it's too cheap. The city is friendly, safe, and pretty neat. It has pretty modern buildings and very bright streets, but also is a city too crowded and it is very noisy. The activities you can do when visiting Argentina are hiking, mountain, climbing, fishing, snowboarding, mountain biking, and kayaking. Something you can't do are, for example, eat a lot at breakfast because they have the habit of eating little or almost nothing at breakfast. Another thing you can't do is eat dinner very early because they have the habit or eating dinner around 9 p.m. The places you should visit in Argentina are, for example, Iguazu Falls, Puerto Madryn, the Glaciers National Park, in the cities most famous, for example, Buenos Aires and Bariloche. You shouldn't forget to eat their delicious and varied food. For example, Argentina empanadas, the roast, and alfajores. And also, you drink the delicious wine. And you shouldn't forget to wear comfortable clothes and shoes for the different activities you are going to do. And you shouldn't forget to wear sunscreen when you do activities during the day. And the most important, you shouldn't forget to have the battery of your camera or cell phone well charged for to take a lot of photos. The most common illnesses or health problems in Argentina are hypertension, diabetes, pneumonia, and urinary and intestinal infections. If you feel bad during your vacation, I recommend that you go to the pharmacy and describe your symptoms you have so that the person at the pharmacy and can help tell you can to take and to make you feel better. If you still don't improve or you feel worse, I recommend that you ask at the hotel where you stay, where you can visit a doctor. It's only that. Thank you for your
Attention.
you see my presentation.
It's okay. Very good. 5 minutes exactly. Thank you, Liz. Argentina, would you like to go there, everybody? Any questions so far about Argentina? All right. Something good is that now I can see a lot of volunteers. Nice. Okay, I see Sophia wanted to be a volunteer. Okay, Sophia, you can share your presentation. Go ahead.
Okay, but I connected with my phone,
Okay.
so this is a problem, like, right? So
Do it, no problem. It is a problem, guys, if you are from the computer and you don't want to share the camera. Or it will be a problem if I listen that you are reading. In that case, it is a problem. But if you are not reading, if you are fluent, it's all right, okay? I know that you
okay,
keep camera on during the classes, so I know that is because of the cell phone, no worries.
I just going to put the photo and I hit again.
Do
Okay.
it, no problem.
Okay. So, good morning, classmates and teacher.
Oh,
And
I'm
going to
sorry to interrupt you. Will you put the picture at the end or at the beginning?
at the end.
Ah, okay, perfect. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. I start.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, classmates and teacher. I'm going to talk about Santorini City. Okay, Santorini City that I want to visit in the future. I don't know if you hear about it. I seen Santorini in movies or series or documentaries, and I'm going to talk about that. So, Thera is their official name, but we know like Santorini. Santorini is located in Greece or Greece, I don't know how do you say, in Europe. So it's a small island or it's an archipelago. So actually Santorini is created after the volcanic explosion. So several years ago, the city was already, but after the explosion, it's more better, I think. It's one of the places most years for visit for your vacation with your family or with your friends or with your favorite person in love, you know? Okay. It's a old city, but it's a traditional too. So it's above, I think, because uh, after the explosion, they can be created again, but it's an old city, I think. It's not a quiet because it's a tourism place. So yeah, it's crowded and noisy almost at night. And it's a bring city. Okay, has Santorini has a animated a life at night because it's a tourism place. So the people uh, can be dance at night or drink alcohol. I don't know if you want. Um, it's a famous city in Greece, or it's a famous city in the world because the people know about Santorini or the views. And to me, it's really interesting for, I don't know, the beach or the views or the architecture place. I want to visit in the future, I said before, but I need money because it's an expensive place. So you need money and yes, you need to work more. Okay, but what we can do in Santorini. Santorini has a various activities. For example, you should get on a catamaran. Catamaran, it's like a small boat. So you can pay for a catamaran and you can walk around the city. Honestly, the Santorini is a small city, but I live in El Salvador and this is a small country. So to me, Santorini is a medium city. It's not a small, but it's your opinion. It's my opinion. Okay. You can drink and eat delicious food. There are a lot of delicious food in Greece. For example, the names, I don't know how do you pronounce the names, but you can eat moussaka or a squid or something like that, or seafood. I don't know. There are a lot of food. Or if you want a private tour, you can do it, but it's more expensive. So you need money. Okay. If you can't swim, please don't swimming because it's dangerous and just fun for your vacations. You should go to the vineyards and try or drink different wines. But I don't know if you like wines or alcohol, but it's a good option. I recommend you because I don't know, try new things. So don't forget your sunscreen because it's near to the beach, so you need sunscreen. And I recommend you bring pills, for example, acetaminophen or loratadine or stomach pills or something like that, because or bring cream for a burn or if you have allergies or something like that. And in my case, I'm allergic person, so I need a specific medicine. So bring pills or different cream. Because in Santorini, it's more difficult to find a clinic or a hospital or something like that. So it's more expensive too. So yes, you need to bring another things,
Time's up.
Okay. What? I don't.
5
Okay.
minutes already passed. So show us the picture.
Yes. Okay. Let me see. I
So everybody, would you like to go to Santorini?
Yes.
It sounds good, actually. Maybe on vacations. Now, something that I like is that now I have a lot of volunteers. Why suddenly you want to be a lot of volunteers? I like that. Okay, while Sophia shares the picture, I can see Rosibel wants to be the next one. After Rosibel, well, I have a lot of volunteers, so I will be picking one. Okay, look at the picture. That's beautiful.
This is a picture at night.
Wow,
Yes.
it is beautiful, definitely. All right, thank you, Sophia. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Let's continue with Rosibel. Okay, Rosibel, you can share the picture or the presentation that you have.
Yes. Can you see my presentation?
Give me a second. Yes, I can see it.
I start.
Sure. If you want, you can play the presentation in order that we can see it bigger.
Ah,
Yes.
yes, but it's fast. Hace rápido. Va. Good morning, everyone. This is my presentation. I choose Ilobasco City. Ilobasco is now a land of artisan. Ilobasco is a city very beautiful. It's a small, it's a little small. The weather is warm weather. Is sometimes is hot, especially the months February to May, but in the afternoon or at night is cooler. Ilo Vasco is very clean. On weekdays is very quiet. On weekdays is pretty noisy. Activities you can do in the city. You can visit the different store handicraft and buy the different items or buy as souvenir for give to your family or for give your friends. Also, you can visit the different Catholic church. The most famous in Ilo Vasco is San Miguel Arcángel. This is. Then is the Calvary. Our Lady of the Helpless. Immaculate Conception of Mary. And Sacred Heart of Jesus. And Saint Anthony de Padua. In Ilo Vasco, you can play basketball. The basketball field is near the church, the Calvary. Also, you can do taekwondo and do judo. These sports are promoted by municipal hall. You can visit the farmhouse where you go swimming with your family and your friend and spend time a wonderful day. You can visit Portal Jardín Heliconias. This lugar is very beautiful. There are many flowers. Recommendation activities you can't do in the city. You can't smoking in public place. You can throw trash in anywhere, and you can't drink, in public place. And you should try the different delicious food and delicious pupusas. If you come to Ilo Vasco, you should visit the farmhouse, and in this place there is a museum, a little museum. And if you come to in right now, in right moment, in Ilo Vasco, you should go to the amusement park, because in this month, September, are the patronal feast here in the city. And if you come to Ilo Vasco, you shouldn't forget to drink enough water. And also you shouldn't forget to bring your personal documents because they are very important to take with you whenever to go. Common illnesses or health problems that you can get placed. In this play are common the cough, the flu, the fever, the back case, the headache, and the high blood pressure, and the sore throat. Suggestion in case you get sick. If you get sick in this play, you can do the following. Ask at a church or a security guard or a police office where is the hospital, or ask please please ask them to take you to the hospital. And also other thing can you can do is look for help at a pharmacy and ask for a pill
Time's up.
to calm your pain. That's it.
Okay, very good, very good. I'm sorry, but time's up. Thank you, Rosibel. All right. Would you like to go, guys, to Ilo Vasco?
Ilo Vasco.
Would you like to go there?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a beautiful city and very nice pictures. Thank you, Rosibel. Okay, next one. Let's
Thank you,
see.
teacher.
Me.
Okay, Amaya Portillo.
Yes.
ready?
Please. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you can share the pictures or the presentation that you have.
Yeah, but I can't. Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me that I want to say that, but a lot of persons have the raise hands, and we have an order, I think.
All right, listen, I know, guys, in this case, Catherine has an emergency. That's why she needs to pass today. And I took a screenshot, and that's why I let her pass today. So then I'm going to mention in order that appears to me. So, for example, after Catherine appears, let's see who's next. Galdames de Mengíbar. After her appears Alegría Flores. After that appears Abarca, and then Quintanilla Espinosa. So I'm picking the people in order that appears to me, okay? I wish everybody could pass today, guys. That's why, since the very beginning, I was asking for volunteers. Okay, but let's see. I can see the presentation. So, Catherine, if you're ready, you can start.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, in this case, I choose New York for this presentation. I would like to visit there because the city is really beautiful. The buildings are big, and for me, the city is very pretty, beautiful, modern, and large. But about the live there, I did not a good idea because it's really noisy and the streets are crowded. It's never empty. But the reason that I want to visit is because I really like the park, and I want to visit Central Park. It's beautiful, and you can ride a bike, you can walk, you can take photos, you can meet people, and really I like, for me it's so relaxing that. And well, when I went to the park, I really like to sit and see the paradise and read a book and listen the birds
so it's really relaxing. And if you want to visit there, you should put sunscreen because the weather in this time of the year is warm. It's not hot, it's not cold, but sunset are hard. So you can put sunscreen and you wear a short or t-shirt, and you should buy a bottle of water, and you should wear sport tennis because you walk a lot. And well, about the sickness in this in spring, the most common sickness are asthma, skin rashes, and pollen allergens. So if you visit this place in spring and you feel bad or you feel pollen allergic, you have to take a pill, and you can buy a box of Isis. And if you feel really bad, you have to go to the doctor. And if you feel asthma, you have to buy a asthma inhaler and go to the doctor too. And the other sickness, you can put a cream, and maybe you disappear that allergen. So the other, let me check that. This is the park, and I really love the trips. There are a lot of trips there. You can talk with new people. You can go with your couple. You can go with your family. You can play soccer and spend time there. I really like see that. But if you don't like the park, you can visit other places in New York, for example, Times Square, or the Stadium of Library, or the Bridge, or a lake. And you can eat the traditional food, I think, like hot dog, hamburgers, pizza. Yeah, I know it's like junk food, but it is the traditional food of United States. You can, but if you want to buy something about that, well, about the shop, you really have to have a lot of money because shops are very expensive. But it's only my opinions. But if you want, you can't. You can go to the mall, you can go to the shop of something like that. And maybe, let me see. Well, I really like to go to the museum. I think that there was very interesting to go back because to go there because you can know the picture, the arms, and the history about this.
And time's up.
Okay.
5 minutes already passed. Okay, New York. Thank you. Very good. Would you like to go to New York? Everyone? Yes?
Yeah. Maybe someday.
It's a nice city. Very good. Let's continue. Okay, I can see the next one. Galdames de Menjivar. Give me a second. Carolina, you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can start sharing your presentation.
Okay, give me 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it. Okay, you can start.
Okay. Good morning, teacher and classmates. I will talk about France. If I will have an opportunity to travel, I would like to visit France. This city is impressionant. because it has a traditional architecture. It's pretty neat. It's very bright, but some places are a little bit noisy and crowded. It has a beautiful places, but if you want to live there, it's too expensive. In France, you can take a lot of pictures. You can take a photo in front of the Eiffel Tower. You can take a boat ride in Bordeaux, but you can't swim there because the water is cold. Also, in Bordeaux, you can take a seaway trip, but you cannot climb there. So if you go to France, you should visit Marseille city. It has a beautiful views. In Marseille, the weather is cold. That's why you should take comfortable clothes and you should visit Marseille at night. And you should eat French food. You shouldn't eat fast food because you can get a stomachache. And you shouldn't walk alone at night. Sorry. When you travel, it's common get illness. The most common is get a cold because in these places, the weather is a little bit cold. So if you get a cold, take a warm soup, and take lemon tea with honey and rest. But if you go to work wherever place, you can get an injury. So if this happen, put on a bandage, take a rest, and then go to the pharmacy and buy a painkiller or another analgesic. Also, if you go a place where there are flowers, or if you eat some food, you can get an allergies. You can get allergies. So if this happen, go to the doctors because the allergies are too dangerous. So when you go to France, reserve the hotel in advance and get only what you need in your luggage and enjoy your trip. Thanks for paying attention.
All right. Thank you, Carolina. France. Okay, which one? Would you like to go to France? Everybody? Absolutely. Very good. Let's continue. Now it's Alegría Flores. Jocelyn, you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you can share, please.
I'm going to present.
Go ahead.
Can you see the presentation?
Let's see. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Go ahead. 5 minutes.
Okay. Hello, classmate and teacher. Today I am going to talk about Santorini, Greece. Well, I would like to visit this place with my family and my friends. I can say that it is a very beautiful city. It has a good weather because there are months when it is cold and other months when it is extremely hot. Also, this city is crowded because it is visited by many tourists. But Santorini is a fairly clean city. Also, it is a little small, so you can visit many places in a short time since the distances are short. And well, you can do many activities. For example, you can take pictures, you can go shopping, you can try the typical food, you can go to the museums, restaurants, parks, and you can go diving. Also, you can take a boat trip. I think that it's fantastic. It's an excellent idea. Also, you can swim and you can buy souvenirs. And something interesting is the houses in this city are painted white, which is very traditional. On the other hand, the people who live in Santorini are very friendly and polite. And as you can see in these pictures on the presentation, Santorini is known for its iconic sunsets, crystal clear waters, and breathtaking views. It's perfect, I think. And if you love dancing or singing, Santorini is a good option as well because there are many nightclubs and in some places there are many festivals as well. So it's great. However, there are some things that you can't do. For example, you can't drive fast on city streets because they are narrow. Also, you can't smoke in some places because it is prohibited. And in fact, I can say that Santorini is too expensive. So I recommend you some things. For example, you should save money before traveling. You should search the internet for cheap but nice hotels to stay. And likewise, you shouldn't walk alone on the street at night because Santorini is dark and there are many robberies. And moreover, in Santorini, there are some tourists who suffer from jellyfish stings or other animal stings. So remember, don't self-medicate and put an ice pack on the affected area and visit a doctor because I think that it's painful and dangerous. And if during the trip you suffer from stomachache, for example, don't eat street food and take a pill. Or if you suffer from a headache, take an aspirin and rest. Furthermore, if you drive, don't drink alcohol because it's dangerous. And if you feel sick, go to the pharmacy, but if you have money, go to the doctor because your health and safety are really important. Well, I recommend you to visit this beautiful place with your family, your friends, or your favorite person, I don't know. And I think that this is an excellent idea to go to relax and forget about daily routine, your work, your study. And also, well, I had forgotten that something very important to say is that to travel to this city, you only need your passport. so it's great. And I think that this city is an incredible, in my opinion, is the best city on the world. And like Sophie said, I hope one day to be able to go to this fantastic place. So that's it.
Time's up.
And thanks for your attention.
Okay, time's up. Very good. So imagine, guys, you don't need a visa, only the passport. Let's go there. Thank you. Okay, everybody. Unfortunately, we don't have more time. Okay, so we are going to continue tomorrow. Now, remember that tomorrow is the last day. So if you don't pass tomorrow, I mean, unfortunately, we are not going to have another day, because remember that tomorrow is our last class, okay? So be ready to pass tomorrow, and tomorrow be ready to be participants, to be volunteers. Now, important, if you passed today, you had to be connected tomorrow. It is not like, I passed today, so tomorrow I'm not going to be in the class. No, because remember, we need to improve our attendance. So if you don't connect tomorrow, you are going to lose the minutes, okay? Now, before leaving very fast, I just want to share how the platform is going. And actually, I want to congratulate you guys, because I can see a lot of people already finished. I can see few people is missing, but the percentage is pretty low. So basically, almost everybody is done. I think that there are like 3 or 4 people that they haven't finished the platform, but they have like 90%. So I know that they are going to finish today, because again, tomorrow is the last day. So my recommendation is to finish the platform today at night, okay? Because in the morning, I'm going to verify your scores. When the class ends, I'm going to send your scores, okay? So please finish the platform. Now, do you have any questions before leaving, everybody? No questions? Okay, so everybody, we are going to continue tomorrow. Thank you for being in the class. Very beautiful presentations. And see you tomorrow, guys. Goodbye,
Thank
goodbye.
Thank you, teacher.
See you.